What is good, everybody? It is your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. And unfortunately, we're here to ask the question, who's most to blame for the Chicago Bears 2019 season? Ryan Pace, Matt Nagy, or Mitch Trubisky? Let's talk about it right after this. Cue the intro.
On one, on two, on three.
Stop it! Do not do him like that! Mercy! Did you not get the memo?
If you are a Chicago sports fan and this is your first time joining us here at Windy City to Breeze, please subscribe to the page. Please hit that like button. Please hit that bell because we do talk Chicago sports weekly, no matter how depressing it can get. Now let's get to the video. So, the Bears notch another loss today. They moved to 3-5. We saw the worst offensive performance by a team in 40 years in the first half from our Chicago Bears, where they were only able to muster 9 yards. So I pose the question to you. Who's truly to blame for this season going south the way it did? Because if you remember, only 8 weeks ago, this team has Super Bowl aspirations. Now, this team is just trying to have win a game aspirations. So the options I put out there, and you'll see them here in the interactive content, so you can vote on that as well. But I've asked, is it Ryan Pace, Matt Nagy, or Mitch Trubisky? And when you look at it, of course, a lot is going to be placed on the quarterback, right? The quarterback doesn't perform well. That's going to bode well with how the coach makes his game plan, calls his plays, runs his offense. But we've seen a lot from Matt Nagy that should cause us to believe that he would have much more of a commitment running the ball than he does. Even in today's game, we saw that in that first half, the Chicago Bears had no commitment to running the ball. They weren't using David Montgomery. It wasn't until the second half where it was like, oh yeah, guys, I forgot. I've got David Montgomery back there. He scores 2 touchdowns. So a lot could be said on the fact that Matt Nagy maybe isn't calling the best game plan for the players that he has on his team right now. And I'm here to listen to that. I'm here for that criticism because I think that, in my opinion, if you've watched my videos throughout the year, I think Matt Nagy has been the better of the two options. Yes, he's made mistakes, but as the season has gone further along, it seems that he's not calling plays to also make Mitch Trubisky successful on a consistent basis. Now, I say it on a consistent basis because we've seen plays where he's gotten Taylor Gabriel wide open. He's gotten Anthony Miller wide open. He's gotten Allen Robinson wide open. And Mitch has still missed those key plays, those key reads, or he hasn't read the defense properly and he's gone to the wrong person. He hasn't been aggressive, and he's trying to just take the check down instead of going to the obviously wide open receiver down the field, even though he's not going to hit him in the hands anyway from what we've seen. So I think that equal blame can be placed on either side depending on your argument. But at the end of the day, does this come down to Ryan Pace and how he's built this team? Does it come down to Ryan Pace overloving a quarterback that nobody else overloves, for overloving a guy who honestly just nobody saw the talent that he saw? Nobody saw the skill that he saw. Nobody saw the accuracy that he saw. And a lot of guys tried to kind of love him as a sleeper pick. I know Louis Riddick was kind of one of the last major guys standing, and even this week he's come out and said Mitch Trubisky is not the answer long term. Do you have to put this on Ryan Pace for getting the one piece wrong that makes everything else go? Is the entire 2019 season put on the general manager for how he built this team, for the contracts that he paid out to offensive linemen who honestly don't look that good this year, who honestly haven't created any holes for your running back to be there, be great, except in one game that we've seen this season? Or again, does it go back on Matt Nagy? You're not giving these guys enough opportunities to be great. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of places where you could place blame. I think, in my opinion, I would put more of the blame on Mitchell Trubisky for how he's progressed We haven't seen him take that step that we'd have hoped. We haven't seen him just being more accurate. Honestly, I believe that if he was just more accurate, if he could just hit guys in the hands consistently, he would look like such a better quarterback. It would hide so many flaws, because I believe that Nagy's system actually helps out an inferior quarterback, helps out a quarterback who can't make things happen consistently, who can't just have that natural talent to go out there and just eat you up like an Aaron Rodgers, that natural talent like a Tom Brady, or even some of those younger guys, a Patrick Mahomes. He just doesn't have that natural talent at the quarterback position. So I believe that Matt Nagy's system would actually help him in this situation more than it would hurt him. But it seems like he just can't complete the simple passes like an NFL quarterback should be able to. So I would say if that one key piece was fixed, if that one piece of Mitch Trubisky was at least usable on a consistent basis, was at least a threat throwing the ball on a consistent basis, that the Chicago Bears would be in a much different position this season. I think that if he even had just the understanding that Chase Daniel has of the system and how to kind of read defenses, that he would be an entirely different quarterback. And I think that would change everything that Matt Nagy is looking to do. Now, at the end of the day, does that go on Ryan Pace for picking this kid? Absolutely. Absolutely. But we saw successes. We've seen successes where the team that Ryan Pace has built won in spite of the quarterback. So I can't put the entire thing on Ryan Pace, but at the end of the day, everybody has to take a little piece of the blame. It's just kind of who you feel should take more of the blame. So I leave you with this question, and I ask you to please comment below and let me know your opinion on who you think is most to blame for the 2019-2020 season being the failure that it is thus far. I am going to get up out of here. I am Pat the Designer. I am back at it again. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And please stay safe out there. Peace.